Well, hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. How was your Thanksgiving today? Hope everybody had a good time today. Hope everybody's full. Hope everybody was able to spend time with family and friends today. I may have a guest coming in with me in a little bit. Talk some shit today. Have some fun and wind down after this awesome Thanksgiving day today. So, without further ado, let's start this shit. Welcome back, everybody. I decided this afternoon I was gonna you know what? Everybody's gonna go to bed early tonight. Everybody at home is all jacked up on Thanksgiving Day food and desserts and everything. The wife had to go out for a little bit. She's back home now. She's probably gonna go to bed. So, figure what the hell? Why not? Just go on here, see who's in the chat, see what we can do tonight. Talk some Raider football. Normally we do the Raider coast to coast on Thursday nights. I think Nate's out of town right now this for Thanksgiving. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he'll show up in the chat. Maybe if he wants to pop on, he can pop on. So I figure what the hell? I'll go on and do a little show and have some fun. So I'm going to hit the chat up. Let's see who's here. We've got Mike Guerrero here. What's going on, man? Robert Pena checking in. What's going on? Will from Silver Black Podcast. I actually sent him the invite. He's probably going to be popping in a few minutes. Raider Paul is here. Yes. I'll give you this one right here real quick. Let's, where are we?
Raiders.
Yep. Still no quarterback in the first round, though. Jack is here. Jack Gustav. What's up, man? How you doing? Frank Webb is in the house. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Sacktown Mike is here. Mike, how you doing today, brother? Rorschach's here. What's up? What's up? Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Yes. Mr. Accelerator. Dude, I didn't realize until after the show that you would send a $2 super chat last night. Acting as my TV. I do apologize for that. I was not in control of the show last night. That was Leo in charge of the show most part. We probably just never got to it. So I do apologize for that. I am shouting you out right now with that $2 super chat. And no, I don't abuse my TV. So my TV does not need to be rescued. But I appreciate you. Nugget Overdose is here. What's going on, man? Well, if it wasn't you, whoever it was, I apologize. And I'm doing it now because I noticed it this afternoon. Again, I'm like, shit, if I go on, I need to make sure that I say I'm sorry we missed it last night. Anyway, well, if it wasn't you, it wasn't you. But again, whoever it was, thank you, and I'm sorry. I'm not. Bueno was in the house. What's up, my guy? What's up? What's up? So, yeah, okay, you never do shit like that. You're so full of shit. Oh God. So, hey, there was some good football games. Even this one here. This one's pretty decent. It's low scoring, but it's nice to see Joe Burrow back out there, though. I guess the best thing that happened today was watching the Chiefs crash and burn today. That was great. Loved every minute of that. That was awesome. And then you had Green Bay pull off a victory in Detroit against the Lions, so that was nice. So both games today were really good. This third one's probably the lesser of the three, I would have to say right now. There's not enough offense in this one. But, man, those other games today, those are some damn good games, man. Why'd you screen so... Because do you really want to stare at me like this? Oh, I don't... Really? I can keep it this way if you want. That's fine. You want my whole beautiful face? That's what it is. I get it now. I get it. You just can't get enough of me, right, Rorschach? Got it. Got it. We should use our turkey uniforms and run around all crazy. It was me. It was me. Thought the TV thing would be a big hit. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't. It wasn't. We didn't see it. I didn't see it anyway. Rafa's in the house. What's up, Rafa? What's going on, man? So, how much did everybody eat today? What did you guys have? Turkey, ham, whatever. What was the main food of choice today? I'm curious. We did a turkey, so we had it here at my house. So I'm not gonna lie. After I was done eating, I was ready for a nap. Everybody's like, "Oh, come sit on the couch, dude." If I go sit on that couch, I'm gonna fall asleep. So I sat at the dining room table playing on my phone just to keep my eyes open. But other than that, I probably would have knocked right off. I didn't want to do that shit. Absolutely not. Sorry, but I was cheering the Chiefs. I don't care who you are. If you're playing the Cowboys, I'm on your side. Yeah, I just want to see the Chiefs not make the playoffs this year. That's the best part. Because I don't think they're gonna at this point. I mean, they're on the outside looking in. So now they're 6-6, so they're back to 500 again. So we'll see. See to your also your refrigerator not what you're breaking up pretty good. What do you mean? Is my shit not working that well? You have to see the presidential face. Okay. Thank you, Raider Paul. Thank you. I just need Burrow to stop with the TV. Don't wait out the kicker. Yeah, right? Fucking kickers weren't earning his keep tonight. Turkey, stuffing, baked potato, pumpkin pie. Goddamn. Yeah, we had all that. I didn't have the pumpkin pie. I did the chocolate cream pie. That's my favorite. Mock drafts incoming. Nah, not tonight. I just wanted to get on here and just shoot the shit with everybody, see what was going on. Hopefully everybody had a good holiday today. Talk a little Raiders, you know. Voice is really choppy. Is anyone else hearing a problem with my voice? Like the sound coming through bad, or it's a bit glitchy? Really? Well, they were having problems last. I know at the beginning of the show last night, Leo and them were having a hard time hearing me, so I don't know if that's what this is now too, or let me see how it sounds here. Hello. It sounds right on my end. I don't know. I don't get it. Truck stop meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. Have you seen the BS on the refs? First Eagles, second Chiefs, next Lions. The refs want the Cowboys to make the playoffs. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, skipping like you got the washing machine going. Yeah, there's nothing going on. It's nice and quiet in here too. Let's see. That's the overlay. That's not the back. I don't know why it's so choppy. Sticking to my potato diet, lost 20 pounds in the last 2 weeks. Damn. Great segment on Coach Madden during the halftime. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I said something to my son today when he was here. Got to spend the day with the grandchildren, which was nice too. I held my grandson for a little while, a little chubby little bastard too. He's getting big. Holy shit, is he getting big? But I said to him, hey, did you notice the uniforms today on the teams? And he goes, yeah, they're wearing the old ones or whatever. I said, no. You notice the patches? I didn't realize both teams wore them. But then I saw it. I'm like, shit, that's the same patch I have on my vest. It's the John Madden one. He said, yeah, they did that last year. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't realize that last year. Prestige worldwide. Is it getting any better or is it still shitty? I should really stop and restock. God damn it. Is it that bad? Fuck. All right, give me 1 second. Let me see what I can do here. Hold on. I think I know what the problem is. Is it any better? Or is it still the same shit? What's up, Diesel? All right, so it's better right now? All right. I just left the studio and popped back in, so it was my X feed. What the fuck? Why is that not showing up there now? Nope, spoke too soon. All right, I think I might know what it is. Hang on, let me try that. I didn't do it right away, but let's see if any better now. I think it was a setting on my microphone is the issue. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Diesel, man. Thank you. Lots of interference. You need my expertise as a computer board operator. I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Just a slight hum. Nope, still stuttery. God damn it. I don't know why it's so bad, man. What the fuck is going on with this? I had issues last night too. Let me see if I can change this to. Still got an echo now too? Or can you not hear me now? It's running glitches out all my other programs. Yeah, I'm running on Google. How many windows are open? Just a couple, nothing crazy. All right, let's start chopping some of these down. Don't need that. I don't need that one anymore. Already got those. I just started cutting some stuff down. Yeah, he probably did, the bastard. He probably did sabotage my shit. I just turned this computer on, too. I was upstairs for the longest time. It's only been on for like 2 hours. I had it shut off all day today. This East Coast is trying to download something. She probably is with my luck. She's probably doing something over there. Yeah, it's Gino's fault. That's right. Thank you. It's Gino's fault. Yeah, dial up. What's up, pigs? How you doing? Ghost of Madden is trying to speak. There's only one man we can blame for this. Yep, definitely. Geno Smith is to blame for everything. See, now when I listen to my live, even on my phone, it's crystal clear. There's no choppiness, no nothing. I don't get it. I don't get why it's giving me this. Hey, I get all those AOL, yeah, those old discs. I still got to use all those, man. So I got all those free hours and. All right, so now Mike's saying it's good. All right, that's the way she's trying to download something. No, we're good. Mike said it's good now. I did, like I said, I just went and listened to myself, and it sounded absolutely fine. So, oh, why the hell did that just disappear? What the fuck? What is going on? I'm gonna try fucking the past and what? All right. Test 1 2 3. Prestige worldwide. See, it sounds fine. I think you guys have got all the problems on your end. It sounds absolutely fine on my end when I listen back. So I don't know what's going on. So you're all choppy. Choppy areas. Every time you pause, it delays 2 seconds. Really? Fuck. All right, I'm gonna reboot. Fuck it. I'll be right back. How about now? Does it sound better now? Please tell me it's better now. No? Yes? Maybe? Somewhat? Smoother? So far. Okay. All right, so we'll go with this then. Now, Rada will be joining us in a little bit. He just finished eating a few minutes ago, so he's going to pop in. Oh, God damn it. If it's going to be this bad, I'm just going to get out of here tonight. I'm not going to, I don't want to do this to you guys. You know, and I know they say that, you know, just to push on, but the whole video. All right. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know why. I don't know if I've got a super bad connection tonight. I mean, it's telling me my signal strength is good. So that's a bonus. So that shit's reading all right. Yeah, see, like I'm listening to it right now and it sounds absolutely fine. I don't get what the issue is. It's kind of pissing me off too. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I see what the issue is. Haha. It's not me personally. If you go to the other option to watch it, it's clear, not choppy, nothing. It's perfect. If you guys are watching on the big landscape where it's the big screen this way and not on your, if you're watching it off, like a smaller one, go to the other one. No, mic's fine, man. The mic's plugged in. It's perfect. I'm telling you, go listen to the other one. There's no issues, no choppiness, no nothing. Yeah, if you go watch the horizontal one, or the vertical, if you watch the vertical one, the one that's, in the smaller window, that one's fine. Yeah, because I see that's what most of you guys are watching it is on. Oh, this one's fucking up now too. All right, I got a bad connection tonight. This isn't working. I mean, it could be. That could be a StreamYard issue. And I can't, there's no way to shut just one of these down. I'd have to remake a whole new studio. I'm just, listen, can I? No, I can't. I can't change it. Shit. Yeah, you can't change it once you're in. Yeah, see, Bono just said it. Vertical's good. What's up, Anthony? What's going on, man? Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. You mean blank screen like that? Ooh. What song you want to hear, Jason? I'll sing it in my choppiness. It's not going to be good, I can tell you that much. That was a dirty trick to get us to like both casts. Yeah, shh. I'm not supposed to tell anybody that, Frank. It's my deep dark secret. The screen works well. You're in portrait. The other full screen is issues. Yeah, vertical makes you look thinner. See, I like that. Yeah, okay. Now you're not choppy when you go to the blank screen. Oh, when I go to the blank screen, yeah, because it's not showing any images. It's not. It's not taxing the computer. You know what it is? Just I can't get all this sexiness out over the airwaves through the internet properly. I guess I'm too sexy to handle it all. Right? Pull up some Gino highlights. Shit, this would be the shortest stream I think I'd ever done if that's the case. I don't think he's got many highlights. His biggest highlight's him flipping somebody off. Jeff has too much bandwidth. I'm too sexy for this bandwidth. It's too sexy. Why would your vertical one work right and not your? I don't get it. I don't either. Yeah, right, said Jeff. So, I mean, again, if you guys are having a problem hearing me and being able to just see anything, I'll call it quits. I'm not going to put you guys through that shit. Hey, Tana Jack, what's going on, man? Happy Thanksgiving to you, man. Do you think Al Davis would have moved the team to Vegas as well? I don't know. I think my honest opinion, what I think Al would have done, he would have fought to try and stay in Oakland, but as soon as they would have said, no, we're not helping you with a stadium, I think he would have seriously pushed for a standalone, no sharing stadium in LA. I really think he would have. I think he would have gone back to LA if anything, because he wouldn't have to build a fan base. That's the problem with moving to Vegas. Well, you got to build a local fan base there. Right now, we obviously just don't have the local fan base. Everybody comes from LA, or they come from the Midwest or whatever. To go to Vegas for the weekend. Whereas if it was in LA, you'd have people from all over going there again. All the people that live in LA. I'm sure the people from Oakland would easily travel down to LA. They'd be pissed off because they're not in Oakland anymore like they are now. I think he would. I think he would have stayed in LA or would have moved to LA. He had almost 300 yards. Well, he didn't throw an interception, so I guess that's a highlight in itself. You just need portrait screen for nice quality. Right, so Jeff is almost as big as Jeff Rotal, but not as big as Led Zeppelin. I like Led Zeppelin. It's tolerable. Too many people flooding the internet doing the early Christmas. Yeah, probably. That's probably exactly what it is, too. We're getting close to midnight here on the East Coast. Like pictures of Raiders and stuff. It's impossible to build a big local fan base in a transplant city. The Cards have been in Phoenix for 35 years and still don't have a big following. Vegas is the same deal. Oh, Joe Burrow just threw a touchdown. Welcome back, Joe Burrow. To Tanner Hudson. Never even heard of the guy before. It really seems so artificial since they've been in Vegas. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I agree with that. They've just been. It's almost like they're forced to be there. It I don't know. It just was it a good move? It was a great business move. Football wise, no, probably not the best decision. Um, with Vegas being what it is as far as like a tourist destination and pulling in people from all over the country, it's easy to have people come in from other fans of other teams coming in there and take over the stadium for the most part. I guess the other thing that doesn't help too is the cost of everything. I mean, it's a lot of money to go to Vegas. It's not a cheap trip. I mean, I've priced it out for myself, and airline tickets alone are a fortune. I can't get a direct flight from here to there. Allegiant doesn't even come any further. I think the furthest east they go is, I believe, Chicago. I think is where I saw. They don't go anything further than Chicago, so I could never get a direct flight to Vegas. Everything has to go through either Detroit or Chicago before I could get to Vegas, and it's a long ass day because none of there's long layovers. The ticket prices are like about $1,000. Fuck that. I still got to buy a ticket and everything too, hotel, food. I was gonna say, luckily I don't drink anymore, but I mean, a lot of these casinos you're gonna go into, if you're playing or whatever, you're drinking for free anyway. But god damn it, choppy as hell again. What's up, Coach? Yeah, and you're right too. That was the biggest thing. Was we had money problems when we were in LA and in Oakland, that we couldn't afford to bring certain people up here, certain players. But now that we've got all this money in the world and we still can't get the good players to come in, it just they got to figure out something, man. That this answer, they need an answer to something. What was that about? Where is it? Jeff and Wolf. Raiders should have went to LA. Yeah. Chargers should have went to Vegas. That would have been nice. Watch them suffer. They didn't have a fan base anyway, so they'd fit right in here in Vegas. And it's true. You're right, Tanner. They're pricing the average Joe from being able to afford going to a game. You know, it sucks. You know. Well, if we can just get a center and two guards or a good or guard tackle, Gino will be on fire instead of his back because Genty can run. Oh, I know Genty can run. It's just we can't let anything develop to where he can make any use of his talent, man. Jeff, how much does it cost to land your private jet in Las Vegas? Too much money. Way too much. It's like 10 grand just to pocket for a couple of days. And that's the other thing. It's not, dude. Is that? I just realized the logo on the. Holy shit! I just noticed your logo on your avatar on you. That's oh god, what the hell's the character he was on that? Dave Chappelle, where he's the crackhead. Dressed as Geno Smith. I love it, dude. That's awesome. Yeah. Accelerated. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Can't forget Jeff and Wolf, and also Jeff Leopard. Oh, I like Jeff Leopard. That's a good one. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Just got his portrait screen and not the wide screen. Close out and reselect. Stream and portrait screen comes up. All right, cool. People aren't in a big hurry to go pay tall coin. Watch their team lose to get, and that's the other thing too. I don't want to, you know, for what I'm seeing on the field right now. I mean, Philly's costing us a little bit, but we're driving down. I mean, the biggest expense for us right now is going to be the hotel. You know, I haven't gotten the tickets to the game yet. Cheapest ticket right now, I just looked again yesterday, was like $228, and that's standing room only. Until I see some seats open up for like a little bit, and then we go down there and weasel our way into some other seats. Willie Wayne, what's up, my guy? What's up, Willie Wayne? That could be a Raider persona in game. I am not wearing no costume or anything. I'm not like that. That's not my thing. I can't do that shit. I make fun of some of them, and I there's no way I would even fall into that. I mean, the closest I would ever come to wearing anything like that would be maybe getting one of my old fire helmets sanded down and repainted and, you know, done up in Raider colors with, you know, some airbrushing on it. That would be about it. That would be about as wild as I would get. Well, if I go as Jeff Leopard, that means I got to wear I'd have to dress like from the 80s. You know, I'd have to put on a long-haired wig. I'd have to get like leopard print tight, you know, the fucking skin tight pants they used to wear in the 80s. You know, some of these hair bands, these rock bands. Yeah, it wouldn't look good. It'd be kind of creepy, actually. The problem with Vegas is most casinos comp tickets to games too, so those tickets are reserved instead of fans who want to see the team. Correct. I agree 100% on that. Jeff, I will win the lottery and get you Skybox tickets coming soon. Dude, you win the lottery, you can get me the cheapest ticket there. I don't care where it is. It doesn't have to be no luxury. I'll sit up in the rafters. I'll hang from the rafters. I'll even watch it from the catwalk that's up there somewhere. I don't give a shit. I just want to get in the goddamn stadium for once. I want to see the Raiders play at home. Leopard onesie. No. I want to see them play at home. I've never seen them play at home, whether it was LA, Oakland, or Vegas. Seen them on the road plenty of times on the East Coast. You know, I've seen them in Buffalo, seen them in New York City twice. This is my second or third time watching them here in New England. Second time. The third time, I was at the tailgate. I didn't go into the game. Tickets were stupid expensive that day. they were like the cheapest were like $400 a ticket, and that was 2014. I was like, fuck that. I ain't spending that kind of money. And we were winning that game all the way until the very end, and we lost it. I'd do anything to have the Raiders ditch Vegas for LA and have them play back in the Coliseum. I'm telling you, I would have loved it if they would have gone to LA. LA would be a more enjoyable trip for me anyway than going to Vegas. Vegas is, it is what it is. It's Vegas. It's a gambling town. I'd rather go to LA. I'd have a better chance to see a lot more people that I meet doing these podcasts and, other content creators that I'd love to, hook up with and talk to in person. That would be more fun than going to Vegas. I'm sorry. Vegas doesn't look like a fun destination for me. I'd only be going there for the game anyway, and like the pregame party stuff. I'm not a big gambler. Obviously, I don't drink either, so that ain't going to be any fun for me. I'd be there for the game and pretty much the game over, game only. I think the only thing I would do is, as an adult, maybe go to the Hoover Dam. I went there as a kid. Didn't really get to appreciate it as much as I probably would now. Maybe hit the Bunny Ranch. Jeff, if I win the lottery, I'm going to use my money to get you to referee some Raider games. Well, there'd be no penalties on the Raiders, that's for sure. Make sure it's a Chiefs game so I can penalize the shit out of Mahomes. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that rough in the pass? Oh, I didn't see that. Flag back in the pocket. I'd rather go to Hawaii over Vegas. Yeah, I could do that too. Can we get the Raiders to play there? I'd rather go to Australia when we play in Australia, even though a 24-hour plane ride would suck ass. No thanks for that. If I remember correctly, they're locked into Vegas until like 2053 or something like that. Yeah, how old will I be then? Well, I'll be 83. Fuck that. If I'm still alive, ref Jeff. Does anyone else know that in the history of football, the tuck rule has only been called once? Yes, it's been called once, and it should have been called a second time back in 2010, 2011. It was a playoff game between the Broncos and the Ravens in Denver, and Peyton Manning was the quarterback, and he did the exact same play, and they didn't call it. They called it a fumble. It was literally almost identical to what Gannon did that day. Tom Brady did that day, and they didn't call it. And it was still on the books at that time. They hadn't taken it off the books yet. No, the tuck rule was still in it. It was still then. It was still on the books then. They hadn't struck it yet. I'd rather play in Cheyenne, Wyoming than Vegas. Yeah, Australia is, how each country or each region has their representative of an NFL team. The Raiders, and I think it's the Cardinals, are the two, or the Rams are the two representatives for Australia. So like that's going to be like our territory, that along with Mexico. So the first game that's going to probably be in Australia, probably I think in a couple of years, is going to be us, which means it'll probably be a home game for us too. So that'll be interesting. It'll be on the east coast of Australia, complete opposite side of the country from where Afakasi lives. But he said he would go to that in a heartbeat. Be a lot cheaper and easier for him to go to that than flying all the way to the United States, which he is here already. He is in LA. He touched down, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, because he did pop in the show last night on The Connection. Jeff, if I win the lottery, I'm going to get you a bigger straw for your Dunkin' coffees. I honestly wonder if Portland could be a good place for the Raiders. I know Albuquerque would. What, Portland, Oregon? Oh, hell no. That city's a shithole, man. I watch streams from up in that area all the time. I mean, parts of the city are nice, but man, no, fuck that place. That city's a disaster. They eliminated the tuck rule. That's why it wasn't called. That shit happened again tonight. Yeah, I saw that with Lamar Jackson. Have you seen a report saying that Chip would call? Yes, I did see that. I don't know if it was Leo or Nate, or maybe even Jay. One of them posted it in our Raider Connection chat. James Firpo's in the house. What's up, James? What's going on? Give you your due here. Raiders. We should have Hawaii. Well, Hawaii is not a country. Shit, man. When was the last time anybody played in Hawaii? It would have been Pro Bowl. Because how long ago was that now, too? They didn't even do the Pro Bowl like they used to. That's what I miss, man. The Pro Bowl used to be fun, man. This flag football shit. I like the skills stuff. Man, that flag football shit's stupid. I'm sorry. The stadium lease has a non-relocation agreement for Allegiant Stadium. We're approved as a 30-year team, starting with the team's move into the stadium in 2020. So 2049-2050 season. Well, either still. So we're talking 25 more years. So, yeah, I'll be in 2050. I'll be exactly 70 years old. Oh. Rams have planted a flag there, I believe. We're in Hawaii? What's up, Ardell? Happy Thanksgiving, brother. The Oahu Raiders. The Raiders should play in Lincoln, Rhode Island. Yeah. We tear down the casino in Lincoln, build a stadium there. I'd be happy with that. The Rhode Island Raiders, that actually doesn't sound that good, that bad. A lot better than that fucking New England team that's here. Fuck those assholes. Oh, what's up, that Cobra dude? If I was the Raiders GM or owner, I would make a trade for Joe Burrow and beef up that line in free agency. Dude, I would love to have Joe Burrow on this team. I know Leo wants him too. I would take Joe Burrow in a fucking heartbeat. Australia. All right, so it is the Rams, the other team. It is us too. So it's both of us. Montana Raiders. Pro may as well be an 11-on-11 Madden game. Yeah, it's horrible, man. That whole new system. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time before the NFL switches over to the National Flag League. The NFL, it just sounds right. Instead of National Football, there'll be the NFFL, National Flag Football League. That Pro Bowl's so dumb. It's not even worth watching anymore. There you go, Mike. Sacramento Raiders. Even with the injuries, yeah. Bengals are willing to trade Burrow. Oh, I don't know. We're just saying it. The fact we got the money, throw it out there, see what you can get. I'll tell you who I would trade for him in a hot beat. Bye, Max. I'd trade Max Crosby off to the Bengals. I'll just do straight up. Max for Burrow. Let's go. I was in favor of Sacramento too. Well, because was it Irwindale, right? Isn't that where they were supposed to go? And where are the Rams playing at? They're playing in Irwindale or no? Shit, what city are they in right now? Inglewood, right? They're in Inglewood. Because we were going to go to Irwindale, but we still would have obviously stayed the LA Raiders. South Dakota Raiders. They'll never go to San Diego. It's too small of a market, too. So anybody here going to the game Sunday? Inglewood. All right, so that's what I thought. There's a Raiders football team in Hawaii that is well known. the Red Raiders. Al Davis almost had a deal for Hollywood Park where SoFi is now. Really? Joe Burrow just threw another touchdown. Damn. 25-14. The Tijuana Raiders. What's up, Fidel? Well, that's why you beef up the offensive line. You trade for him, you get him in house, and then you beef up that O line, or you beef up the O line at the same time you're getting him. So you show him that, hey, we'll protect you. Go for it to see them get their ass kicked. I can do that at home for free. I'd rather watch Jeff against AR and Tecmo Bowl than in the Pro Bowl. Will you going Sunday? Nice. No, fuck that. No Canadian team. Yeah, I mean, trust me, I thought about it too. I'm like, why am I going to Philly? But like I said on the show last night, it's not so much about going and watching the team. It's just being there and meeting everybody, and I'm going to see different people that I never met before. Like Myra G's coming out here with an Oakland crew, so I've never met any of them before. So I'll be meeting them for the first time. So I mean, I got that to look forward to. That's pretty much what it looks like for me. That's why I'm not thinking about canceling. Besides, I got too much shit I'm bringing down to help out the Philly chapter. I'm bringing canopies, chapter's flat top grills. Yeah, I got shit I need to bring with me, so they're counting on me coming down with it. So I can't bail on them now. That wouldn't be right. Like I told Willie, I said, the only way I'm not coming, I said, is if we for some reason get hit with a wicked blizzard. I'm not fucking driving down there and, a foot plus in snow. So fuck that. Although we're getting snow next week. I think like Monday into Tuesday, we're supposed to get snow. It's going to be great. He lives south of Fresno. I seen Ricky Williams break his arm in Toronto, Alaska before Canada. Yeah, exactly. Driving down Saturday. Where you coming from, Willie? When you're up in the Sacramento, San Fran, Oakland area? We should have moved to Guam. We could have gone to Cuba, the Guantanamo Raiders, or the Havana Raiders. Raiders almost moved to Irwindale and Inglewood, Carson. Yes, it was, Ardell. That was great. I just love watching Mahomes when he loses because he's just such a little puss. Did anybody see him take that hit on one of the throws? And even the announcer said it. He goes, "Wow, his head slammed off the turf." Any other player has that happen. Oh no, the concussion protocol people said they want him off the field and in the blue tent to make sure he doesn't have a concussion. He shatters his helmet last year or the year before, never comes off the field. He gets to run another play with that fucked up helmet that could have sliced somebody open with. I mean, that thing was sharp as shit. Didn't get checked for a concussion. Your helmet got shattered and they didn't take you in for concussion protocol. So go figure that, how this guy gets away with this shit. Okay, this is where the league is so favorable of him, and God forbid he gets taken out of a game and the Chiefs end up losing because he's on the bench getting his concussion protocols done. So that was again today that he should have been called off the field because his head slammed hard, man. When his helmet got shattered, they never took him off the field. It's just ridiculous. Wow, what a difference in the numbers for this game. So you got Joe Burrow's 21 for 42. 42 passes he's thrown coming back from injury. 248 yards. He's got 8 rushing yards, and he's got 2 touchdowns now. Lamar Jackson's 9 for 17, 146 yards passing, 26 yards rushing, and 0 touchdowns. And Jackson lost 2 fumbles. Wow. Unbelievable. Romo was smoking Mahomes. Oh, yeah. Dude, he always does. everybody. Chris Collinsworth is the worst though when it comes to that shit, man. He's just can't stand listening to Chris Collinsworth. Whoa, Jim. Yeah. It's sad how everybody gets so excited for him. It drives me nuts. It's just fucking pathetic. So 26-14, we got 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Yeah. Cincinnati will be 4-8 if they pull this off. Bengals will be back to 500 again, 6-6. Nice. I mean the Ravens, not the Bengals. The Ravens. Fuck the Ravens. So done with them. I remember when the Cowboys and Raiders had the highest rated regular season game in decades 4 years ago. No, I don't. Oh, wait a minute. That was the Thanksgiving Day game you're talking, right? What's up, Brandon? Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Yeah, I figured this afternoon. I was like, you know what? I'm bored. Family they had all left and everything. The wife had to go out to a meeting that she had to run. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna. I sent Jason a message earlier today. Said I think I'm gonna go on tonight. Just there's nobody else on, so I figure what the fuck. I'll just get on, chop it up for a little bit. I'm not gonna be on for too long. I'm already coming up on an hour. Just wanted to see how everybody's holiday went. Wow, Derek Henry, nice run after the catch on that one. Wow, he's still going. Jesus Christ, that was a hell of a run by him after the catch. Oh, you're at that game? That's right, you live just around Dallas or in Dallas, right? Yeah, I'm glad it did too. Well, a little rough at the start, though. It was all choppy. Everybody was crying, like, oh, it's so choppy. I will be on tomorrow night for our normal Friday night pull-up show. Doing the usual thing. I don't know if Chris is going to be on. Because I know Chris was going away for the weekend, so I don't know if he'll be back. If he'll be back tomorrow or not, but either way, I'm doing the show with or without him. So that's a normal thing. Friday nights. If I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not. But I'll be on tomorrow night. I think the only time I'm not going to be on in the next few weeks is in 2 weeks because I'm going to be in Philly, and we're leaving bright and early Friday morning. Because I want to get through New York City before the noontime rush. I want to get the fuck in and out of that city so bad. So I figure if we leave the house by 9, 10, yeah, we'll be through New York City by like 10:30, roughly. Takes about 2 hours, about an hour and a half to almost 2 hours to get through Connecticut itself. It's a long ass state. Yeah, it is, Ardell. Good thing is I'm not getting off. I'm not getting off the highway in the city. I'm just driving right through. What's up, Mike? Welcome back, brother. But I want to get down to Philly early enough because I want to either go to Mitchell and Ness on Friday when we get there, or we're going to be on Saturday for the pregame stuff because we got 2 different events that day. We've got one that starts at 12 and goes to 4, and they're open until like 6 o'clock. So, and we're going to be right down the street from where their store is, and I want to go there between the 2 if I don't go on Friday when we first get there. You know. So, see what they got for prices and everything, and see what they got for jerseys. Yeah, Brandon, because where I live, coming out of Rhode Island, if I go 95 south, now you remember 95 runs all the way from Maine all the way down to the southern end of Florida. So it's one of the longest highways in the country. Um, so if I go 95, which is the biggest highway to get through Connecticut and everything, I got to go from I'll go Rhode Island. I'm pretty much going to go through the entire state of Rhode Island because I live up in the northern tip of Rhode Island. So I got to come all the way down Rhode Island. It's a 45-minute ride alone to get to the Connecticut Rhode Island border from my house, um, and then get through Connecticut, then to New York. New York, I'm going to be in New York for a very short time. It's only a matter of like a few miles, like a handful of miles, and then cross the bridge over the Hudson and the GW, the George Washington Bridge, and then run. I'm right into New Jersey, and then at that point, then it's just 95 south because 95 runs right through Philly. So that's why I'm not going to go any other way. It's the quickest way to get there, 95. Just got to deal with the traffic. That's all. Once I get past the GW, I should be good because it'll bottleneck the traffic. The downside is when you're on 95 going through New York City, you're going right through the Bronx, and I still remember the trips that we've gone down there we used to go down there and fire buff. So we'd go down there and drive around the city and just catch all the fires that they were going to. But if you're on the highway and on 95 going through because you go right, like I said, you go right through the Bronx. If you break down on the highway, you better hope you got a tow truck coming because if you walk away from your car, you ain't coming back to your car. You're coming back to a shell of a vehicle because you would see cars on the side of the road literally up on cinder blocks with their tires gone, the hood's missing, the trunks, the doors. I mean, the cars get stripped or they get burned. So they're gonna love you in Philly. Wear a Rod Martin jersey. Yeah. Yeah, Ardell's right. It literally goes from the almost the very northern tip of Maine all the way down to where you can't find a road anymore in Florida. So it's a long ass highway. From my house to Philly is about a little over 4.5 hours in that range. So still not bad. If I were to go to Baltimore or Washington, D.C., that's like an 8-hour ride, which we've done that before. We did that when the kids were little. We went down there for a trip. Driven out to Buffalo, that ride sucks ass. That ride was horrible. There's nothing to look at, dude. The biggest city you drive through going out to Buffalo is, did he just throw an interception? He did, didn't he? Yep, Lamar Jackson just turned over the ball again. His third turnover this game. My God. I love it because I'm playing against somebody that's got Lamar Jackson, so this is awesome. Yeah, Buffalo, the ride to Buffalo is horrible. The major city you drive through to go out to Buffalo is Rochester, and you go through it so fast you don't even know you went through a city. You couldn't pay me to wear a Max Crosby jersey. Sorry, I don't think he's all that in a bag of potatoes like everybody keeps saying. That's why next year is going to be fun because the Raiders are coming back to New England again next year, so I'll be involved in that setup for that party and that weekend. But then they're also coming back out here again. So they're coming to East Coast twice. Once to New England and the other one is to the Jets, to New York. So that's going to be a hell of a trip. That's going to bring in a lot of fans going to that game. So I've been to the Meadowlands and I've been to the MetLife Stadium, but both were Giants games. So this will be the first time seeing the Jets, the Raiders and the Jets play. So I'm looking forward to that. My favorite long-term Raider. Shut up, Bueno. I'm looking forward to that one. That'll be a good time. Plus, I'll be able to get the Peter Dillons, which I've always been wanting to do. So now I'm finally going to get to do that, too. I know I've been talking with the coach from the Silver and Black Empire. So I'm sure we'll be involved with them and setting something up. Plus, you get the Jersey Shore Booster Club out there. So there's a New York Black Hole chapter. I'm sure Philly's going to come up to it. I'm sure the clubs from DC will come up. So it's going to be a hell of a shindig for sure. We're going to have a shit ton of people. I already know fans that are going to be coming out for it. I know Leo is definitely going to be coming out here for it. He said Nate's going to be coming out. Jay may actually come out too, because Jay's got family that lives in Jersey, so that'll be perfect for him. He'll be able to come out and see family and everything while he's out here. So that'll be a great weekend. I'm looking forward to that one, especially if we get all four of us together from the connection. I would love to do like a live on-site show with the four of us. Actually sitting around talking and, having a good old time, because we'll be able to find a studio with no problem in New York City or even in Jersey. That'd be a good show. That'd be fun. Oh my God, what the hell was he even throwing it? I am so glad I didn't draft Lamar Jackson this year. So we had 12 minutes, basically 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Bengals are up 26-14. I like the vertical feed too myself, to be honest with you. The only thing that's rough on it is like if I wanted to bring up an image of like an article or something, and that's a problem. So I'll let Will know I'm not going to stay on. I'm going to probably bail out soon. Now, Will said his wife's making him set up the Christmas tree. Also, Howie Long and Bo Jackson for the same price. Oh, one of those two I'd wear in a heartbeat. I never had a Howie Long jersey, which is amazing considering how long I've been a fan of this team. I never had him. Yeah, Baltimore ain't getting turkey for shit now. They don't look good at all tonight. Better than no wife and eating ramen noodles like a sad sack. Why is that you? You eating ramen? Anybody see what set that tree up well? Did anybody see what happened? Obviously, you guys probably all know about what happened in DC yesterday with the two guardsmen. I guess they just announced a couple hours ago that I guess the female, she ended up passing away. She was young too, man. That's a shame. It's disgusting that happened. What a way for that family to have to celebrate Thanksgiving right now. Have to, not knowing what's happening with her after yesterday, and then she passes today on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. I feel so sorry for them. And the manner that it happened, too, from what I understand, yeah, they had like just gotten on post, too. They weren't there long at all. And just ambushed them, just came right up behind them. I think one of them got shot in the head, so I'm willing to bet it was probably her. But all I know is the amount of firepower that was returned was pretty insane from what they were saying. There was shell casings everywhere. It's just horrible. They're bringing in 500 more troops now too, more guardsmen. So it's ridiculous that this shit's happening. I just don't fucking get it. 10 minutes left now. Will's typing. What's he saying? So I told him I was in. I told him I was only going to stay on for about an hour. Dude should never have been here. Yeah, you're right, too. Yep, you're absolutely right. Yeah, he came over with that whole part of that debacle with when we pulled out of Afghanistan. The two National Guardsmen that got shot yesterday, the female passed away today. She succumbed to her injuries. Got fucking ambushed yesterday. That was horrible. Shit like that shouldn't happen. Yeah, that too. Yeah, he did. That's what I was reading on it too. Oh, it's bad, Bueno. I feel bad for my grandkids. You know, I got one that's going to turn 6 in January, and the other one will not even a year old yet. He won't be a year until May, and God only knows what this world's going to be like as they get older, and you know they get to a point of adulthood. What type of future are they going to have? You know. I mean, being on the real side here, who knows how long I'm going to be around for? You know, am I going to be around in 20 years? Who knows? You know, there's no telling. There's no telling if any of us are going to be around that's in this chat right now in 20 years. Shit, man, we don't even know if we're going to be around in the next fucking 2 months at this rate. You know, if my kids were younger, then I would feel that way for them too. Like I don't envy anybody bringing up kids in this environment right now in this society. It's scary. It's scary. You know, before you used to have to worry about your kids' friends. You know, now you got to worry about just some whack jobs walking around out there. Oh yeah, we're going to be experience the real, true Terminator at some point. Yeah, AI and machines and robots are going to take over, and we're not going to stand a chance because they're going to build these things so much bigger and stronger than any human out there. We better hope Superman's real and finally gets down here because this is like the only chance we're ever going to have. Oh yeah. That's why, man, I say it now. If you've got the chance to you know, arm yourself now, do it now before it's too late, before you can't get shit. Oh, they made the field goal? Man, I'm behind. Oh, I know why, because I paused it earlier to read off the stats. I'm a dumbass. All right, I think I'm going to shut it down. Thanks for spending the hour with me here on Thanksgiving night. I hope everybody had a wonderful day today with their family and friends. What did I eat for? Oh, we had turkey today. We had turkey, stuffing, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. My daughter makes my grandmother's French stuffing every year. I absolutely love it. I used to do a lot of the cooking in the past, but I never learned how to make my Nana's stuffing, and I never wanted to because I knew because we only get it maybe 2 or 3 times a year. We get it at Thanksgiving, we get it at Christmas, and then usually at Easter. So and I love it so much that if I would have learned how to make it, I would make it more and more often, and it just wouldn't be as special. So now it's like I get it 3 times a year, and when she makes it, it's special. Like, you know, it's the one thing I look forward to at the holidays as far as food goes. So I never learned how to do it. I know what the recipe is and everything, but I never once tried making it myself because I didn't want to ruin it, you know. Yeah, there's certain things that just hit a certain way, and that's definitely that's the one. That and my daughter makes the flan, or like a lot around here. I mean, the Portuguese thing, we call it a custard, basically. She didn't make that today. She makes that very rarely, but that is like probably one of the biggest things that brings me back to my childhood, growing up on my mother's side of the family. With all the Portuguese. My great aunt Mary used to make that for all the holidays. That shit's so goddamn good, you know. So the goose is cooked. Thanks for the appearance, Chef. Happy Thanksgiving. You're welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. That's where the thank you goes, not to me. It goes to you guys for, you know, giving up your time, whatever you're doing tonight, being here and, spend this little bit of time and just chopping it up. And look at that. We didn't even talk Raiders, really, other than where we were going to play and where we played and where we should play or who would like to see them play somewhere. We didn't even talk about the other crap, which was nice. It's a nice change. We're not sitting here, crying in our cereal about how bad we are. We're just dealing with it at this point. So, yeah, 5 field goals, 2 TDs. Yeah, since it's what a difference when you got a guy like Joe Burrow coming back, man. I'm on Oklahoma City. Was in Albuquerque yesterday. Oh, nice. I'm in Cumberland, Rhode Island. That's where I was yesterday. That's where I was the last month. That's where I'm going to be tomorrow. When do I leave the town? Oh, I'll leave. No, I will be in Chicopee on Sunday. I'll be with the chapter watching the game Sunday. So we've accepted our fate. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Oh, that's what happens when you get a real quarterback. It changes your whole outlook on your team. Everybody gets that spark and that fire back. After the Gavins. All right, everybody. I'm gonna check out now. Watch the rest of this game. See what food I can scrounge up. It's all upstairs though, and I don't want to wake them up. They're already asleep too. Fuck. But whatever. It is what it is. Again, I'll be back on tomorrow night, my normal Friday night show. So I'll put the link out there once the show's activated tomorrow, and we'll have some fun on a Friday night. So, all right, everybody stay safe. Obviously, there was no drinking and driving by any of you goofballs because you're all still here. So continue that act again tonight, too. If you're out right now and you're not home, don't drink and drive, please, for the love of God. Stay safe, be smart, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And again, thank you all for being here. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Have a wonderful evening. Go Raiders.